All right, this last reading is going to be for air. Whew. I do not have the time to read for each zodiac sign. I mean, I do shorts or whatever, but like it's exhausting to me. Especially since the same, I don't know why I'm sitting here talking to y'all like y'all right here. But anyway, especially since we in the shift, and the same messages keep coming out. That's probably why, because messages and air signs. So it's like the same messages keep coming out, talking about the same thing. And it's just like, ugh. I ain't even look. Let me see. That don't count. I'm gonna shuffle it again. I just wasn't paying attention. So that might be an element. The two things that we picked up so far is getting sick of hearing the same thing or seeing the same thing, kind of getting bored with it and being distracted. Okay, so I also see somebody, I ain't gonna call it magic. Somebody did something and they trying to get out of it. So this could be you, or this could be people coming to you. So pay attention to people coming to you in crisis, okay? Because of something that they did, because they're not gonna tell you. But you will have anxiety when it comes to that energy. So if it's you, you're gonna need to do something quick. If it's people coming to you, you're gonna need to tell them stop at the door until you hear more. Need to block. Yes, I didn't mean to flip the cards upside down like that, but somebody is definitely off balance or looking for some type of resource. It could be spiritually, mentally, or physically. This could be family. This could be family. But like I said, whatever is coming or already taking place in your life is time sensitive. Air sign. Okay, we got all elements. It doesn't tell me much. It just tells me all elements. It's a group source. A group source. Somebody is looking at a group studying. Somebody is being monitored by a group, or a group is being monitored. I have a lot of intelligence and communication, and it's happening at a distance. So this could be spiritual surveillance. It looks like spiritual surveillance more than anything. Somebody's watching somebody in secret. I don't know why. Let's see. This is all elements. It's earth, air, fire, and water. Somebody is watching somebody or a group for something. I don't know what resource they're gonna use, what element they're gonna use next. Now this is separating. What is this? Whatever the message is coming out cryptic. All elements separating. Somebody needs to separate, and they can't separate from all elements. Or maybe they're telling you, like I said, because we still have to keep in mind what we saw. Somebody needs to cut communications with somebody. Somebody needs to distance from a group or leave a group. And they can pick this up. And sometimes, I don't know, somebody might be in this situation now. Because whatever it is, the group is already being monitored. So I think they're looking at how people are going to take action, where they're going to separate. They're being monitored. Oh my goodness. This is a spiritual reading. I'm going to try to make it and try to bring this down to earth as much as possible. They're looking to see who's going to scatter and where. You're going to be monitored no matter where you go. You can't run, you can't hide, but they're watching communications, which means that it's happening in the spiritual realm, but that is referring to a satellite. Okay, so somebody is tracking somebody. GPS location. Like I said, they being tracked by satellite. It's time to separate. I don't know. It's time to separate. That's all it says. It's like pick a side, I guess. Somebody is restricted, has restricted access. They can't do what they wanted. They have limited, it's not resources. They have limited options. That's what it is. Something is coming to a head that is heating up. Somebody can't take something no more. It's some type of, what in the world? This is so cryptic. There's a new beginning. So basically what it's saying is, I got this with fire signs. Air signs and fire are masculine signs. You can no longer use the same approaches that you've been trying to use. Whatever you have used up till now to get resources, to make things happen in your life, you cannot do that anymore, or you are going to get caught by the universe. How it gets played out, I have no idea. I don't know. But if you approach things the same way, same speech, all of that, you're going to be checked, okay? Whatever this group was, if it's a bigger group, they've been taking resources, and I don't know what those resources are, but they had an open source. Whatever it was an open source, like open source internet, whatever this was an open source where it was a continuous stream going back and forth. That's done. Can't be done now. So options are limited. Whatever is being cut. It's happening universally. Like it's no way to get away from this. This is part of this message is past tense. Somebody's speech is limited. Okay, so whatever this was, the people can't talk. Whatever open source, whatever stream was coming back, their speech is limited. And that's really affecting the issue because, like I said, part of this is past tense. It's already done. So I feel like what's done is done. And each part or person is going to be, I don't want to say judged accordingly, but it's like whatever you have to, I'm really trying to bring this down. I don't want to spend too much time. It is, with this speech being limited, you're going to have to use what you can. Somebody is talking about separating. So if it's a group, a family, an organization, there's speech about separating and everybody, moving from there. Okay. Now, if this is a group that was doing some illegal activity, nobody can talk because everybody has the realization that they're being monitored, or one person does. I don't know, but somebody does. And now it's time to separate and scatter, but nobody can communicate. So it's like, imagine, oh boy, why we gotta go here? Imagine 5 people rob a bank and it don't go right. Dead presidents is coming up in my head and everybody got to go off and do their own thing. Okay, that's gonna cause confusion. It's like when they call you in for questioning and everybody don't have the same story and they say this person snitched on you and that person snitched on you, and you don't know if that person said that or really said that, and then they get you to roll over on everybody. Y'all get it, okay? Just watch First 48 or go watch a crime drama. Anyway, that's what's going on, because there's some type of evidence that is about to explode. Okay, this could go out media. Like I said, we talking about satellites and the internet. Anyway, somebody has been cut from a source, so they can't manifest anymore. It may have been a talk about sacrificing somebody that they were draining. That was a huge generating force, and they were doing it from an external place, but now they've been cut from resources. They've been blocked because of somebody's strength. And this separation, like I said, is causing a huge blowback where it's kind of making the group paranoid. It's nothing that can be done because that's in past tense. So if it's for a group, it's past tense because they know that there's some blowback or backfire where everybody will get penalties, but the penalties are going to be different for everybody because there's somebody that's going to speak up that may have already separated. You got like a snitch. If not, everybody's going to snitch on themselves so they can get their own parts so they don't, because some people are not going to have it as bad as others. But whatever it was that happened is like, oh my goodness. They tried every different way to do this and it didn't go completely through. Whatever it was didn't go completely through. So if it's a separation and it's just a separation from family on a smaller scale, if you are separating from something, there's talks about what you thought you would get versus what you actually get. So it's like, it's almost like negotiations are taking place in a smaller sphere when it comes to separation. Who gets what? Where am I going to move next? Things like that. Ooh. So this right here, it's tapping, but you can't see it. It says something about a plan, a plot, where somebody's pride, they really were overly ambitious in whatever they were doing. Like they was doing it to death, like James Brown say. They didn't have that understanding. They didn't have all the pieces to whatever this thing was. I'm getting chest pain, so it's like that realization is really like hitting, like, oh my God, like either way is not good. Either way is not good because masculine energies, the fire and the air is becoming dormant while the feminine is rising. So it's like there are no options that can be used. It's only, from this point. So if you're going through something like that, air signs, it's only from this point. You only can move forward. There's no sideways steps. So if you're taking a loss, it's, slowly rebuilding. But as you slowly rebuild, you will be wiser. You'll learn a lot from it, on a smaller scale. On a bigger scale, some conglomerate is going to be stopped, which is going to liberate a lot of people. And it's also giving somebody the belief in a higher power, whether it be God or checking their self and their God complex. It's a benefit all the way around. I mean, that's the way I see it. Somebody is watching somebody's communication, like, or you already said that. Somebody can't see somebody's sacral, so somebody doesn't know what somebody is creating next. Okay, somebody doesn't know where a person is going to take action. Whatever this monitoring that was taking place, they don't have this as a direction. So there's a compass. Okay, like if you are, this talks about sharing somebody's energy, whatever energy you are entangled in. When you get, when two energies are entangled, they become codependent upon each other. When they separate, they still appear as the same energy, and both people wobble because they're going back to their own energy. So whatever they didn't work on causes a deficiency because of the codependency on both sides. So you see things reflected in that reality and things reflected in that reality until it becomes stable in your own energy, and both the codependent energies from either side is completely pushed out. Okay, and you start to stabilize. Well, if it's a smaller scale, somebody doesn't know what to do because they were reliable for that people. They were relying on that person to pay bills, always be there, always take care of that. And now they don't know what to do. They could have been using that person for motivation. They motivated their life. They put that spark there to want to do something. And if it's for a larger group, it was for money. It was to stay on top, to be the top dog, to be wealthy, to be the largest corporation, to be gods on the earthly realm. And now they don't have this because we graduated out of the sacral chakra. You can't create off of sex magic, for instance. Anything that has been based off of sex magic, including the government, is going to fall because people are coming up out of that chakra by universal law, and they're starting to create not a baby but more creations from, they're bringing these things down and creating a new society, the new world. So a lot of the things that was based on marketing, selling yourself, selling a dream, trying to obtain things that, you know, you had to work for like a slave, that's kind of falling away. So that explain it. Like I said, it's a learning lesson. Something is opening up, a portal that's going to expose a lot. So it's going to be chaos on earth. There is going to be an announcement about financial collapse, or somebody's resources is causing disaster on a grand scale. And it could be throwing somebody off or causing people to get locked up. A lot. It's big. Like I said, chaos on earth, like y'all seeing now with volcanoes and all that stuff. Wildfires. Somebody can't see. So somebody can't see. Yeah, somebody can't see, and I really don't know what that means, but somebody can't see that somebody's third eye is opening. Or they don't know what that looks like. They don't know what that looks like. The third eye, when your third eye is open, you see the world as it truly is. You don't really look at the potentials of things. You less in la la land. You take things at face value. A lot of people see visions and stuff like that, and other people see it in the real world. Some people see it spiritually, and some people don't. They see it actual out in the real world. They read through numbers, animals, all types of stuff. So if somebody can't read somebody's third eye, it's some form of communication that is some communication that is not going through to the sender. It's not going through. Somebody does not know how to somebody does not know how to telepathically communicate. It's two handicaps here that just don't. It's oil and water. You can't, like, it just don't. The message is not getting through. All right, let's take a break on this. Okay, I see magic a lot. I see magic and manifesting, wanting to throw somebody off, if it's a small scale, wanting to throw somebody off so that this chaos won't happen on earth. And this paradigm shift won't take place at a larger scale. At a smaller scale, it is wanting to get somebody, persuade them into having, keeping them in the loop, or getting them back into, letting them stay with them, or come on, let's try again, like that type of stuff. Somebody not trying to hear that no more. Somebody so used to talking and they just like, I don't want to hear it. Like I said, distraction in the beginning. What was it? Distraction and communicating about just getting bored. Like you don't want to hear nothing no more. You're sick of the same thing. That was at the beginning of the reading. Okay. I feel like I talked forever. Sorry. Okay, something's getting exposed, or this could be about a child. This card means a lot of things, or somebody could speak in us. This could be happiness or exposure. Okay. Somebody getting caught, or somebody having to wait for some type of enlightenment. Like I said, something here is out of sync. Somebody is looking at their options of what they could do. Either it's played or it's not. But whatever the options were, they were manipulating the person just to get a resource or money. How can I talk this person into this? What do they want? They want to know, what do you want? Whatever this card is that we can't see, they're like, what can I entice you with to get another try? Magic, we're going to leave it there. Sigil of Avalon, Merlin Magician, magic, sex magic. What can I do to sleep with you on a smaller scale? What can I do to sleep with you? What can I do to put you on the internet again so I can get more money off my OnlyFans that I didn't tell you about? And somebody like, bye, no thanks, no deal. No deal, see you later. Pay me my money that you keeping for yourself. somebody don't want to be part of something. They don't want that marriage that they thought that they wanted no more, whatever it is, because they having a realization that they got somebody that's talking to them that's obsessed, or a smooth talker, whatever these sexual projections is not making it, whatever the projections or persuasion is not making it. They need to give it a rest because they blocked. They mentally blocked because they tricked this person so much stuff. It's so many times in the past. That was their perception. That was their perception of having confidence. That was their perception of wish fulfillment, and it was very selfish. It was selfish and naive, and one person lost and the other person didn't. Somebody healed, and well, they don't want to heal a situation, and they're going to heal now. So that is it for air signs. All right, thanks, God.